Alrighty, welcome back to Shock and Shock. I'm your host, Joshua Gillis, and today is a new day, a new review, and that is 2022's Hundreds of Beavers, directed by Mike Cheslick, a film that I had been told about quite a bit and had been curious to check out. It's a silent, black and white comedy film that is non-stop, like slapstick humor, and feels like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Um, So I knew about it for a while. I knew it was getting critical acclaim, and I was kind of curious to check it out. And boy, oh boy, I am glad that I did. Also, hence the gimmicky review black and white filter here, because, I almost did a silent review, but that would be stupid. Anyway, the story follows this drunk Applejack salesman. It's like Applejack alcohol. And he has to become the greatest fur trapper of all time by defeating hundreds of beavers, just like the title, in order to get the girl, essentially, to marry this woman who's the daughter of, like, the salesman that transports the furs that the Applejack salesman brings them. And boy, oh boy, this movie is hysterical. For the premise of this, I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought this was going to be like some sort of parody or, homage to like Buster Keaton movies. And it is sort of. It's not really a parody. It just feels like a, silent comedy, like reminiscent of like a Buster Keaton film. And with the low budget that this has, it is absolutely incredible. The beavers and everything are just people in mascot costumes, and it makes it really, really funny. Our lead is absolutely hysterical. The slapstick humor in this is fantastic. I mean, we get so many visual gags in this, it's just absurd. Like, it's nonstop, and almost all of them work. Even the ones that are sort of like throwaway stuff are really funny, and they get called back to later in the film. And, with the runtime, I thought the gag and everything would kind of run thin, but it absolutely does not. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more grand in scale. With our trapper, he's very likable, and like we see him progress from being this, drunkard to being, better and better. Like, he's trading in different like pelts and everything to get new weapons and like hunting material, to get more beavers and get the girl. And there's, like movie homages in this. There's a part, like a courtroom scene. It is absolutely hilarious. There's a kung fu scene. It's really something. We get chases. This movie is bizarre and incredible. It's a movie that is one of those movies that comes out and you're like, I don't know how this got made, but I'm very happy that it did. It is paced extremely well. It's an hour and 50 minutes, and like I said, I thought this was going to wear thin a little bit. It does not. It more than justifies the runtime. I could watch this for 3 hours easily. It is that good. It's genuinely one of the funniest movies I've seen, maybe ever. Definitely my favorite comedy of the last 5 years for sure. This movie is pretty low budget, and what they were able to achieve with that on such a low budget is incredible. I mean, like, the special effects and everything in this are something really spectacular. They really take advantage of what they do have. And this should be like, this is, in my view, like one of those pinnacles of independent cinema right now. Like, it's perfect. I don't really have any complaints about that. And sometimes perfect movies are kind of harder to review because the movie's just so good. The physical comedy between not just our lead but the beavers and like their little jokes between each other, it's hilarious. I mean, we get dogs playing poker, and it doesn't feel contrived. It's genuinely really funny when it does happen. And man, I just really love this. And people are describing this as like the best video game movie that's not a video game movie, because it does feel like a Metroidvania type of thing with, like, he gets this map and he's going to different places, marking locations where things are, coming back, selling stuff to get upgrades. It's really something special. I just really love the way this film is presented. I think the costume design is fantastic. I think the acting from our lead is fantastic. The music is really fun. There's a running gag with a spittoon that is one of the funniest things I've seen in a very long time. Yeah, this just brings you back to, like, it feels like Buster Keaton and the Three Stooges and Looney Tunes all kind of rolled into one complete package. And boy, oh boy, I hope you were able to grab a copy of this from the Vinegar Syndrome partner sale, because I think the slipcover sold out in like 30 minutes. I was lucky to get a copy because I was there when it dropped. But get a physical copy of this. Get, even without the slipcover, with the slipcover, whatever you can get your hands on. Go buy a copy. Go watch it. This movie's incredible. One of my favorite movies I've seen this year in general. It's just absolutely stellar. I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's it for that. Going to be coming back later this week with a review for the new Scum video release, or a part of it. I'm going to review one of the shorts from it. Going to review that as well. Come back with more reviews. And I'm going to be doing a 12 Days of Christmas with an advent calendar, so keep an eye out for that as well. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Keep your notifications on. I'll see you guys later. And as always, 0 thoughts, 0 ratings, 0 brain cells, and 0 planning. Also, make sure to check out the Sick on Cinema episode I was just on, and my interview with Unboxing the Underground. I was lucky enough to be on both of those shows, so check those out too. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.